again, everyone. My name is Cornos006, back with more Contradiction for you. Now, we had just reached 6 p.m. It doesn't seem to have saved where I left it. Oh. Okay, maybe it did. Hello, Jinx. Give me a point. I have had a Guinness in the Temple Pub District in Dublin, Ireland. And it was much better than the ones I've had before, but I still don't like Guinness. Sorry. Ding!
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right.
Maybe not in public. I was gonna say, maybe not in public.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Why does he always ask if that's okay? He's gonna ask anyway. Alright. Yeah, okay, so it did save the broken window. What's going on here?
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said two girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
In a pub?
No,
yes.
Not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to barring clients I don't think are suitable.
Maybe that's just an American thing. I mean, whenever there's alcohol, there's gonna be arguments. Okay, so the interesting thing I want to point out again, that I did in the last video, is that that tape is the same tape that was in the driver's license picture. See? Right there, baby. Same tape. And just to prove it... Oh, it's not going to show me. Okay. But you guys remember. Hopefully you noticed that. Okay, what do you know about this?
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7-ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Was there?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
A strange girl. Not sure what you mean by that.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost
I don't
it?
believe that.
No idea.
Because how would she have been able to drink? Unless you just don't check that stuff. That doesn't make sense. Okay, obviously she sucks as a pub owner and doesn't check driver's licenses. Okay, it's unlikely Rebecca would know about Simon's bike. Isn't worth it. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Good lord, your
Does he
teeth.
make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Probably a good business strategy. Because you don't know what's in there.
Do you recognize this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Yeah, I can tell. I want to exit. What? It's not working. Can I not do that? It won't let me go. Okay, I'm scared. I'm literally hitting the button and nothing is happening. What? Help! Help!
Did you know, Kate?
No.
Not very well.
I want to exit. I'm trying.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh god, that scared me. Go left to the restaurant, you say. Alright. I am perfectly in disguise. Not seeing a whole lot here. Thump. Yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna get out of her for the moment. Anything I missed here? Enter the outbuilding. Can I break it open? Nope. I cannot. The outbuilding. I'm guessing that's a bathroom? Like an outhouse? I'm sure British fans are probably going crazy right now. You don't know what an outbuilding is? Was there something at the village hall? You should also call the chief for an update. You also have things you haven't asked Simon and Emmer about yet. Okay, so that gives me plenty to do. Let's go talk to the chief. I'm guessing at this point it's not a hint system. Because it's telling me you need to do this. Back to the call box.
Chief Gents again. I've been speaking to Rebecca Rand. She saw Kate in the pub last Friday, around 7, I think. So she came in drunk, gave us some money for a breakage or something, then left.
What, she just came in and then went straight out again? What did she break?
I don't know. Rebecca didn't know either, or so she said.
Doesn't sound right, does it? I mean, that money must have been for something. Quiz Rebecca, make a few suggestions, see if she bites. Simple as. Go on.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
When she said breakage, that makes me think that Kate either broke the window or thought she broke the window. What's this village hall thing? I haven't seen a village hall. Well, anyway, let's go back to Simon and Emma for the moment.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub, a broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Why do they go back and forth saying university versus college? Does college mean, like, advanced education? Like, degree, like master's and doctorate degrees? I'm just so used to hearing British folks say university. Knows about the broken pub window. Nope. Okay, she didn't say it was with her. One thing I noticed from the instructions is that whenever there's a contradiction, it has to be from a different inventory item. So, like, I can't just click on here and find a contradiction. That won't happen. Okay. Again, that's not really a contradiction. Okay,
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Let's talk to you again. What do you know about this?
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Yet you make homebrew. Okay. Claims he hardly ever visits the pub. Whoa, I straight up can't click on that anymore. Oh, that's because I've already done it. Okay. Again, not technically a contradiction.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Alright. Where is this village hall that the chief was talking about? Is that Atlas? Can I go there now? Let's find out. Aha! Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Oi, governor. And all those other British stereotypes.
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
I don't like the symmetry of this room with the mirror right there. Okay, let's try the lounge door then. Knock, 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 bitch. Okay. Try the door on the right. Shut! Really? There's nobody here? I don't buy that. Ooh, this place is pretty fancy. But ultimately not useful. And I do not know why it would be unlocked if there's literally no one there. It's a little strange. Still can't seem to do anything here. What is this village hall? I haven't seen that, have I? Was there something at the village hall? I haven't seen a village hall. Is that a... What do you mean by that? I don't know what village hall means. I don't know what village hall means. I would think it'd be in village center. God save the queen. Ow! Wow, I hadn't even seen this yet. Edenton Village Hall. Investigate.
Always
Hello.
nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
Adventure game logic. Always nice to find a key on the floor, baby.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
That sounds like something Atlas would espouse. Interesting indeed. Oh, is that what the key was for? Thanks for telling me. Oh, that just goes back. Alright. Wonder what's in the outbuilding. No, I wanted to go to the outbuilding. So I guess that's what the key is for. Which is interesting. Dang. So no, it's not a bathroom. Okay. And let's see what's here. Traditional food. Atlas. Hello.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
That mask is nightmare fuel. Ding! I got more stuff to talk about now.
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
Ah, so I need a light source. Carlsberg. Decent beer. Are these leeks? What are those? They look like leeks. Anyway, there's a lot of perishable products here. Unless it's the time of year where it's super cold. That's not a good idea. Unless it's kept cold, and it's hard to tell. Anyway. I got a few more questions to ask now.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Methods?
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Okay. That's definitely different. Well, where is Ryan?
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
That's what I want to know. Well, now I got some more things to ask Simon and Emma.
couple more questions, if that's okay.
It seems a little non-kosher to knock on a window to ask to be invited in. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know.
Ever seen this before?
This before.
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
What do you use them for?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves.
We all wear masks.
What did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the...
Hello.
This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Indeed, Jenks, indeed. Oh, by the way, I meant to put it in post for the first video on this one, but I didn't mention that Tim Fallon, I had to check on what my friend told me. Apparently Tim Fallon did a lot of the music for games like Echo the Dolphin, Solstice, and he mentioned something called Plock, which I've never heard of. But anyway, Tim Fallon apparently did a lot of music for many, many years, so good for him. Good on him. Okay, so I can't ask him about it.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Check this with Emma.
What do you know about Atlas?
Atlas!
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
What had you been to that was similar? Again, not really a contradiction.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Damn it. Back to the pub. Ding, ding, ding.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Stab in the dark. I've got to find Ryan.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Anybody in the restaurant? No. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Does that mean something? Okay, so I think it's safe to assume, unless the time changes, the environments really aren't going to change much. Alright. It really seems like there should be something I can do here, but clearly that's not the case. Why do I need to investigate the woods again? That's odd. Why would things have changed? Okay. Oh, hi.
I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right. You can carry on if you want to. I'm just
What
going.
is that a
I'm
hookah?
investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently.
I knew her.
Did you?
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
Bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
House.
And what's your name?
Thing I like about Rupert Booth, the actor who plays Jenks, is he's got the wide eyes. Like, you have to have the ability as an actor in a movie, in a game, in a play. You have to have the ability to make your eyes super freaking huge, and I can't do that. Like, I'm not good at that. That's why I stick to voice acting. Alright, it doesn't look like there's much here. So how's about we go to the farm? That's not the farm. God damn it.
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there.
Can't investigate. Ring the doorbell. I will ring the bell. My pleasure.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time.
Specifically, who are you?
Just close the doors, shall I?
Just close the door, shall I?
Where do you want to sit?
This is cozy.
Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
That's James.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, James.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why? What did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
Might have done. I feel like you are a key person here.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
That's not what he asked.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've
Thompson's
tried
tar.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Interesting.
Ever Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
I don't think so.
How about this?
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub?
Didn't say that. Been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
That doesn't mean you don't go to the pub. Come on, dude.
Ever seen this before?
Oh, should I have?
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay. I want to hear that again.
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay. Oh, that's great.
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing? And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
Yeah, it looks like business doesn't interest you. Okay, not quite sure where to go from
Thank you.
here.
Probably be back later.
I haven't gone up the stairs yet. Let's try that. What have we here? We've got a greenhouse. I bet I know what's growing in there. Or not.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
Picture frames. Picture pages, fill your life with picture pages till the cause becomes and does a picture page with you. Hey! Gonna have to ask him about that. Ding ding ding.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
This is such a cozy little place. I like it.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Scrying mirrors?
No, what's a scrying mirror?
I think I know what that is.
Show you one if you want.
I think I know what it is, but it's not kosher.
Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it.
The Prince of Persia?
This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. The mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
That's what I thought.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
And they make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Can I keep this? Thank you.
Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into. That's it for the time being. Thank you.
I've got to ask the others about that.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, she wouldn't?
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she, into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and, I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Okay, so you just stare like this.
Really?
And then you see.
See what?
Sorry. Look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. Didn't work, so.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I love how these two, like, don't even know that I'm speaking to them in different sections of the house. It's kind of interesting.
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
You mean he's a paranoid schizophrenic? Alright, let's...
that's all for the moment. Thank you.
See what Rebecca thinks about that, and then I'll probably call it a recording for now. Well, this is definitely getting intriguing. There's a lot going on here.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
No. Alright, she definitely doesn't know anything.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I think we're good here for now. Let me go ahead and save. Haven't made any more progress, but anyway, thank you all so much for watching. This is getting very interesting and very intriguing. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. This is really cool. I have a number of theories. I'm not going to share them just yet, but I do have some theories. But anyway, my name is Chronos006. Thank you all so much for watching. But unfortunately, I must be signing off for now. Take care.